We are at tip number 39, which is everything you do for God.
In our time, there was no such a thing as social media group advice, but there was rather club.
People would just go on their feelings. It's not necessarily biblical.
Yeah, okay.
And sometimes it's nonsense.
Okay.
I'd say in my own case, I've interacted with so many different takes and opinions, and I feel like although not all of them are bad, I've seen so many really, really positive ones, but I feel like I've seen an overwhelming amount of negative ones.
The point is it, because it doesn't, social media, like, the gates are open, right, for you to receive and interpret things as you please, and you could actually take some ideas and actually lead yourself, you know? How are we doing, Robust family? Look, before this show starts, which I know you're going to enjoy, can I ask you just to do me a small favor? I need all of you to give a robust smash to that like and subscribe button. Why? Because it helps us a lot. We want to get this material out there, and it makes sure that you do not miss a breakfast show beat on this Liberty Radio YouTube channel. All right, guys, do it right now, and I'll see you in the show. Oh gosh! Oh gosh! It's that time! It's that time! It's time to shine! It's your breakfast show! And I'm your host, Robert Ashitey, your robust presenter, with you for the next 2 hours of power. I know previously you was tuning in to Be Inspired, and you had 27 minutes of being inspired with Bishop James, and I'm sure you're going to start your day different. But now we are taking the responsibility, taking the baton here on the Liberty Radio platform to help you to start your morning right. As you know, it's Thursday here in the UK. I don't know if it's another country. It's a couple of hours back behind us. I don't know what's going on with that. But it's 9 minutes past 8 here Thursday morning, and on Thursdays we have what we call Relationship Power. We look at tools, tips and ideas, ways to take care of the only temple we have to live in while we're here. No, that's Wednesday, sorry. We have tools, tips and ideas to have good relationships with ourselves, those around us, and romantic relationships as well. All right, guys, and today we're going to be looking at a very, very interesting theme where we're going to be talking about misdirection, the relationship power, the misdirection in love life. All right, and it's going to be a very interesting topic. So joining us today as well, we have our lady of sound, the one and only, it is, oh wow, Kathleen. Good morning to you, Kat. Good morning to Joe. Good morning to Joe. That's right. How you doing, girl?
I'm good.
Yeah, how you look like you're set and ready. White suits you.
Yeah.
That white woolly top, it suits you, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, girl.
Yeah, girl. It's like you're good to go. Yeah. I'm getting excited. Yeah. Did you have a good night's sleep?
Yeah.
Yeah, you look refreshed.
Yeah.
You look refreshed. I think maybe because there was no... Oh, not even say that. No, because because basically you had more time to prepare the program today.
Oh, yeah.
You know, for
Today
obvious
was
reasons.
relaxing.
You know what I'm saying?
Today was relaxing.
Today was relaxing. So you're in here and you're good to go, Kat.
No stress.
No stress. Stay blessed. All right. And beside you, we have our up-and-coming sound guy, the one and only Brian. Good morning to you. How you doing, warrior?
All good.
You got a nice smile, you know.
Thank you.
You got a nice smile. You're 26 years old, guys. 25 years old, 24, 25, you know what I'm saying? Guy's 7 foot tall. And he got biceps, man. Like, I've got this going on Instagram right now as well. So you can't see Brian and his biceps, but if you was to type in libertyradio.co.uk, I mean, he's not showing his biceps or anything like 9 a.m. in the morning here in the studio. No, he's got a jacket on and he's quite comfortable. What I'm saying, like, it's good physique, man. Good guy. You're cool guy. Cool dude. Definitely. All right, but also joining me in the studio this morning, besides Kathleen looking well rested and calm, and Brian with his biceps, we have also in the studio the one, the only Miss Sunshine herself. Oh, it is. Oh, you know, you're feeling the sunshine and it just come up in the place. It is Deborah. Aye. Deborah, yes, go on, camera. Deborah's in the house.
I love the outfit.
Dude, I'm flying today. I'm flying.
You're flying.
Remember that song?
Yeah.
Someday I'll fly. No, I won't fly away.
Okay.
But I do like...
There's somebody at the door.
There's somebody at the door. There's somebody at the door. Hey, on, man. Yeah, calling me during a live show, brother. Take a seat. Take a seat, big bro. Take a seat. The king has arrived.
Wow.
I'll let you settle in over there. There's Ignatius joining us here. So Debs, he's looking up. Miss Ignatius, he never disappoints. You know what I'm saying? It's always like, But don't want anyone thinking Miss Ignatius already married, okay? So I'm just saying.
He's off the market.
Off the market. Been off the market like long time. So I'm just saying, like, after, I know, like, we got the brand. You see, sometimes we mention some people, like I'm saying, people start thinking like when someone walks through the door, it's, you know what I'm saying? No, this one's off the market. Been a long time. Praise God, absolutely. Okay, so Debs, you good?
Yes, I am actually.
Open your heart, Debs. Open your heart.
Confession time. I am
Confess.
fighting a cold. I know. Just imagine sickness trying to come on me. That's not even right.
Robert.
What? Oh, sorry.
He's moving. After all the days he coughs. And I come there with my ginger to try and help the brother here. All right.
I'm feeling better, so that's why I want to protect myself.
No, but ginger, I'm gonna. That thing has to go. It cannot stay.
Indeed, you speak the truth.
Well, let it out.
Let it out. And like I always say, I can never see a world where Deborah is looking poorly.
I know. I don't. Deborah and poorly in the same sentence doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
You unwell?
That's
never.
It. Sacrilege.
Blasphemy. Sacrilege.
Sacrilege.
This woman here looking poorly.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
I know. That ain't right. That ain't right, is it?
It's not even your portion.
That's it. Thank you.
Yeah. So you're good though.
Yeah, I am.
All right, and also we have joining us this morning the one only Miss Ignatius. Good morning to Miss Ignatius. Your camera that way there. Yeah, well, Miss Ignatius. How you feeling today, Miss Ignatius?
Good.
Yeah. I'm so glad you're able to make it today. Yeah, how everything go well? We went to pass a blessing last week Thursday, isn't it? You know, your mic. Yeah. So everything went well with the family last week.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah,
it was good.
Oh, fantastic.
We received a blessing. My wife just came back from the land of the brave.
Namibia, land of the brave.
Okay.
And your greetings from the branch where she was born. Everyone is asking for her.
Oh, you
see? Isn't that Why are you looking suspicious right now?
Obviously.
Yeah. And Shakati as well.
You
told me
see?
about Shakati.
Yeah.
Shaka. Oh, look, they're going to start speaking language now. You know, brothers bang Shakati. And we just like...
Yeah.
Let them
Like
start talking.
translation.
You know what I'm saying? Like the Namibian culture.
Is a Babylon thing, isn't it?
Babylonian. Yeah, Babylon Tower. They say the situation. But guys, so it's good to have you here, Miss Ignatius. All right, and we still got Will on the way to join us on the table of justice. And like we said, it's Relationship Power Thursday. So we're going to go into this in just a moment. Those of you who are tuned into our Instagram right now and you're watching the live, go to libertyradio.co.uk. That way you can see the full studio, hear the better sound, all the rest of it. I'm just trying something quite experimental here just to see who we can force in to join us in the live chat. And we have our live chat here, and we're going to go into it to welcome everybody, but not just yet. Exactly. We're going to first go into our new segment of the Breakfast Show called, we go through the 50 tips to shield your faith. You got yours, huh?
Definitely.
It's wonderful, right?
Beautiful.
So what I'm going to do now, is I'm going to literally go into this. Where are we? There we go. So Kat,
Yes.
50 tips to shield your faith. Where are we at now?
We are at tip number 39, which is everything you do for God.
Okay, tip number 30. You know, the days are going so quickly, isn't it?
Yeah. Definitely.
This is crazy. And another thing, if you guys want the slide of the word, feel free to message us on the Breakfast Show WhatsApp line as well, and we can send it over to you. Right, Kat?
Uh-huh.
What happened?
The way you're just holding the book.
Oh,
Take time.
She keeps
Spinning it all up.
Kat keeps talking about
My
this.
gosh.
It's like, it's the only way I can just... Okay, fine. All right, we're good? We're good?
Yeah.
Yep, so if you want the slide, if you want the slides that will show up with the word, maybe you can put it on your phone, put it on your status, to remind you, for sure, we'll be happy to share it with you. Just message us on the Breakfast Show WhatsApp line, which is now on your screen. Okay? So let's get this show on the road. So just repeat again, what tip is it and word?
It is everything you do for God.
Sorry, what tip number?
Tip number 39, which is everything you do for God.
Okay, fantastic. So everything you do for God. And that's a saying that can literally go over our heads, right? We can actually just be like, yeah, or amen, right? And keep moving on. But let's see what Bishop has to say. He says this: everything you do for God. It doesn't matter whether people consider your work important or if it goes unnoticed. Do your best as if you were doing it directly for God, with all your strength. You are serving the King. Never do anything haphazardly. All right, and like I said, it's a phrase that can literally go over our head. And sometimes, especially in life, living, we can have many reasons to just do things haphazardly, right? Maybe someone that we're with or someone that we're working for treats us bad, or maybe we can be doing a work that we're unsupervised, or maybe we are, with our family members and we can see lots of faults in them, and we can find reasons to do things haphazardly. We can find lots of reasons, but we're hearing here, everything you do for God. So we don't see the circumstance, we don't see the employer, we don't see the employee, we don't see even our family members, but we see God. And because of that, we work in a very diligent way, right?
Indeed. It's so serious that sometimes subtle, because things can go well and everybody you are working with, they are okay. Then within this, instead of turning yourself into the right route, you take this tranquility and you just go, everything's fine. It's Robert, it's Deborah. We just go there and
we take things for granted.
Exactly. Without actually knowing that wherever you are, you need to be in the route.
Yeah.
You need to know that good or bad, everything and every situation, you have to be in the right path. Do things for God.
Amen to that. I mean, being a mother, right? I know you love your children,
of course,
right?
Of course.
But sometimes, family and children can disappoint us, right? But even then, it's more important to understand that everything's for God, right?
Yeah. Because it's funny you say that, because I remember speaking to my friend a long time ago, and she was trying to teach her child, like maths. And then, because if she would come from a motherly point of view, because she's so, emotionally attached, she would be like, do it like this. But then she said she had to sort of detach herself and pretend like she was teaching somebody else's child. It's really weird, so that you can treat that child correctly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think, emotionally you can get attached, but then you still have to remember that you're raising this child and the Lord is seeing how you raise this child. Yeah. So you have to check yourself regularly and pray.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're raising the child not just for you, but you're raising a child for God.
Yeah.
Building a family not for you, but you're building a family for God.
Yeah, and He's entrusted us to look after His children, and that is a big responsibility, and it takes a lot of work, a lot of dedication, and it's not an easy thing.
And also interesting, as we just finalized on this point, we're talking about relationship power this Thursday, right? No human being is perfect, right? Everybody has mistakes, but the temptation is there, like, you know what? Because they spoke to me like this, or because they've done that, I'm gonna treat them like this.
Yeah.
But then guess what? Whatever you do it as an offering to God.
Yeah.
Right?
Hard.
Yes.
Very hard.
When dealing with kids.
Sometimes, even as parents, we can't set principles. I'm your dad. And if you are not doing this, then you have to know that you went off my way. Many times we forget that God is dealing us with the same way.
That's true.
But what does He do when we sin every day? When we are off track every day? No matter how 1 second, 2 seconds is the look, is the sentiment, is the behavior, is the walk, is those kind of things. God sees. But us, sometimes we fail to see, if I'm like this before God, how about my son before me?
Yeah, or my wife.
Or my wife.
Or my children.
Or my children, my husband.
Yeah.
And this, trust me, that's when we need the altar, because it's not easy.
It's not easy. So guys, let's do it. Let's go out there, let's be the difference. And you know, the great thing about the law of the universe, the way God made it, is that when we apply ourselves to something, we get honored. We become honored.
Yes.
Yeah, it may be something that we don't want to do in that moment, even more honor, right? So as Bishop says, everything you do for God. If we have this in our mind, for sure we're going to break through. People are going to be happy, and we're going to be add to everybody around us. This is the spirit. Okay, guys, so that was our tip 39 for today. Hey, just a quick interruption. I know you're enjoying the show, but don't forget, if you haven't already, robustly smash the like and subscribe button. Do it now. Do it now. And beside him, joining us on the breakfast show floors, we have I Am Will. How you doing, Will?
Feeling pretty good, thank you very much.
You're so
Thanks very
cool.
much for having me,
You're
man.
just such a cool guy. Like, how you like just cool like that? You're just cool, like, you know?
I don't know if I do anything worthy of such compliments, to be honest.
And he's humble too.
But I think, here
numbers
we
on the screen, guys. It's if you see Will, guys, you know, I don't know, it's status between last week and this week. I don't know, maybe still the same, like still available. Numbers on the screen. Just give us a call, man. You know what I'm saying? Go tour Love Therapy every evening tonight, 8 p.m. You're a cool guy, man.
Thank you, Robert, man.
Cool guy. All right, guys. So we're gonna get into it this morning. We got some comments in the live chat very quickly before we go down the rabbit hole of life.
Yeah, he know all these different languages. Elliot's laughing. He says, "Ha." He said, "Is it Gordon Morgan?"
Good morning.
Gordon Morgan.
Good morning.
Good morning. So he's
Good
he's
morning.
just smiling. He's delighted.
Actually, speaking of David, he actually sent us a voice note. Yeah, because we had our morning coffee
David.
Oh, it's
question
Elliot.
today.
It's Elliot.
Elliot.
Oh, it's Elliot that said that. Okay.
And he said German is my language.
All right. Good. Good.
Prince is laughing, but yes, you were.
Yep. We're
Prince
good.
says German is his language.
Yes.
So Prince speaks German.
Is that so?
Yeah.
A man of many.
Wow.
Have we got his picture? Breakfast show got me like. Yeah, just to show all the ladies Prince. There we go. Look at that charming man.
Wow.
And he speaks German. Look, turn it up. Breakfast show got me like cool guy. Absolutely cool guy. Breakfast show over there in Manchester. All right. And Prince says, yeah, just a chill guy.
Yeah,
Love
yeah.
it. So we, before the timeout, we proposed a morning coffee question for today, which was, Kat? Two questions, actually.
Yep. The morning coffee questions were. Where is it? It was. See. Have you ever taken relationship advice from social media? If so, how did that turn out? Number 2. What's the worst piece of love advice you've ever received? Did it lead you in the wrong direction?
All right, guys. So that's what we're asking today. How do you rate social media for love advice? Do you think it's a good resource? What are your thoughts, Debs, on this MCQ today?
No.
Have you ever taken relationship advice from social media?
No, and I wouldn't.
Oh, okay.
No.
Why?
No, because you get so much different forms of information, and people just go on their feelings. It's not necessarily biblical,
Yeah. Okay.
and sometimes it's nonsense.
Okay.
Because what they tell you, they give you advice, but really it's damaging
All right. Wow.
to relationships. They'll be saying, oh, well, I don't want my man to tell me anything, and you should tell your man this, and I find that there's a lot of domineering attitudes, and there's a lot of hostility.
Wow.
And that's just gonna put fuel on the fire.
I remember that video you sent me with that lady. Remember?
Yeah.
And you was like, something not right about this lady. Like, what you saying sound good, but
Oh yeah.
she still she hasn't healed yet.
Well, you know what? She had some valid points. Because I remember she was saying the different type of person that you marry. So I think she said if you're single, it's Independence Day, and I was like, I suppose I could say, yeah, I can relate to that. But some of the other things,
She was in pain.
yeah. But I mean, I wouldn't necessarily go and follow social media for any kind of advice.
So,
no.
what's the worst piece of love advice you've ever received?
like in the past.
Yeah, obviously.
It's just
I hope so.
No. It's just like, yeah. What I'm saying is, I'm just trying to think because I don't get a love advice like now. Or I mean, obviously, it's from the love school, but something bad. It's just like trying to be hostile. You know, like, oh, if your man does this,
really,
don't cook, don't clean, don't this.
Is it?
Yeah.
Should we mention some names? Who gave this advice?
No, but it's just it was a long time ago, and I thought to myself that's quite damaging. I didn't do that. I mean, although it was tempting. In some circumstances, but you still have to do the right thing.
Will, you're a young man this generation in the dating pool of like, you know, this year you have to find someone in life, you know, with all the challenges that social media and this world, that current world can bring. I'm curious to hear what you have to say. I mean, have you ever taken relationship advice from social media?
I'm with Deb. I haven't, and I'd say in my own case, I've interacted with so many different takes and opinions, and I feel like although not all of them are bad, I've seen so many really, really positive ones, but I feel like I've seen an overwhelming amount of negative ones. And I feel like my main takeaway usually is a lot of people can't see past their own nose. Everyone is so not everyone, but so many people are so trapped in their own experiences that in a way, the only advice you could ever give is really from what you feel like you know. But I just feel like so many people are not open to thinking that actually maybe their own dating experiences is not just the only dating experiences you can have. So that's why I find it very difficult to take advice from people that I don't know personally. Not that every time you're going to get great advice from people you know personally, but because, you know, I don't know what someone's bias or agenda may be if it's just someone on social media.
I love that.
So yeah, I've always tried not to, and I find stuff that was tempting to take on board, but actually,
because I mean, your feelings could resonate with it, maybe, right? Or that, you know, especially if it's negative, right? How to react to a negative situation where you just want to paint someone in a particular light, put them in a particular brush, you know what I mean, to say that this is what they're like, this is who they are. This is interesting. Nice one. I love that. And here's one for you. How did that turn out? And sorry, what's the worst piece of love advice you ever received?
Interesting, because I do have to say, the more I was thinking about it, whenever I see, because I like to just dip into comment sections all the time and just read people's opinions so much. So whenever I see accounts of people with profile pictures of people that are a lot older than me, those are the people who I actually pay very close attention to what they have to say. I pretty much try to stay away from anyone that's around my age group, and I'm not even being funny.
So what's one piece of advice that was good, bad?
So someone said, so it was a guy who, you know, speaking to younger guys, like anyone that's in, he was basically saying anyone that was in my age group, like, try not to waste your 20s chasing after women or anything like that. Spend that time building yourself, as much, like literally focusing as much as you can to make yourself the best version of yourself that you can be, and the person who is supposed to come to you will naturally come to you, rather than you chasing after person after person, having to vet all of these people yourself. Wow,
that's a fairy tale.
And yeah, I thought that, you know, that's something that makes sense for people that are not secular. I would say, you know, they're like, oh, you know, I'm gonna do this, but because basically, I think the best way I can say it is the way he worded it wasn't that, but I felt like there was a message in there, and this is what I'm saying. Like, on its own, if you look at it, I was like, oh, it's not the best piece of advice, but because advice in general is not that great, I was like, I found something in that I think I can make myself. I find that not to prioritize making myself better, but to not have it low down the agenda.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, because I'll be honest, you know, and we said it a lot of times on the show, like, you're not gonna just have Miss Perfect or Mr. Perfect walk into your life. You know, that is something that you have to take responsibility to actually look for. So that's something that I didn't quite agree with. But the part where he's like focusing on making yourself better, I was like, there is something good in that I can do.
There's truth in that. Love it. If you're listening on Instagram right now, make sure you click libertyradio.co.uk, put that in your browser, and you'll be in connected straight into our Liberty Radio feed. Much better sound, and you can hear everything that's happening up in here. Oh yeah, ain't that right, Kat? Oh yeah. All right, guys, and you're like, who's Kat? You listening? You can only see this angle. Yeah, Kat, she dead. libertyradio.co.uk. All right, I'm coming to you, Ignatius. We got a comment here from Brooklyn concerning our morning coffee question today. She says, 1, I took some advice from social media couples, and I ended being a person who was creating myself for the person and not actually being myself.
Yeah.
I would identify myself as that person's girlfriend.
What?
So she lost her own personality following these social media ideas.
Adapting the social media personality.
I need to hear that noise. So that's an interesting one, Brooklyn. And yeah, I think that's an interesting point, isn't it? Because it doesn't, social media, like, the gates are open, right, for you to receive and interpret things as you please. And you could actually take some ideas and actually lose yourself, you know. It's not 2. The worst piece of advice I got was, your feelings don't matter, just do what he wants or else he will leave you. This led me to hating myself and being a pushover. I thought I increasing my value through submission, but I made myself so easy. It took really fighting for me to be able to see myself as a child of God who is loved. Wow. So this is it. So she became a pushover, and your feelings don't matter. That's deep, isn't it? But like we said, the gates are open on social media, right? Everybody can vomit whatever they want. I got another one here. This one's from David. Let's see what he says.
I haven't really taken advice from social media, because if I did, I would have definitely gone left. And I haven't really taken advice mainly from people. Okay. I haven't really taken advice from what I remember. So that's me, really, to be honest. Okay,
thank you very much for that, David. Avril says good morning, and also we've got Stacey from Kenya. She's Nairobi in Kenya. She's just typing out the final part of her message. So, Miss Ignatius, I mean, you've been in the battlefield for a while. So. And obviously, you were in a time when there was no internet, social media, and till it becoming very dominant in our communication and learning. Have you ever taken relationship advice from social media?
Nope.
Wow.
In our time, there was no such a thing as social media group and advice, but there was rather club. Boys club, girls club,
face to face.
But on that also, when you take advice from one side as a man, and you take it alone without your other half, you know that it will be biased.
It will be biased. It's what Will said, isn't it? Yeah, that's deep.
And when we kind of age into millennial, you realize that relationship and marriage outside on social media and on society, it become a battlefield. The girls, they go to girls, he can't do that to you. Then the boys,
narcissist.
And the boys go to bed, and you got to put your foot down. and instead of harmonizing God's created
structure,
human club, love, you create a war zone between two people. Hostility.
Wow.
So it's
yeah. Honestly speaking, if I wanted to find negativity against my wife, I would definitely. So I could find stuff on social media to back me up.
Exactly.
If I wanted to, and justify my feelings or emotions, I could find it on social media.
You can even find someone speaking and put it there on her face that, look, did you hear what she said?
So guys, this is it. So we want to hear from, we've got the morning coffee question. We got Stacey in Kenya, Nairobi, sending her response here. And she says, yes, I have ever taken advice from social media to the point that the advice is kind of leading you to witchcraft.
Oh yeah. Whoa. Yeah. No,
so that I can have my partner back. The gates of social media are open, right? To cut the long story short, I lost the peace that I had with God, and I came to realize this person was married. Social media advice only added salt to my wound. That's deep, right? And then she says, until I had to start deliverance afresh and going to church every Wednesday and Thursday so that I can heal. So thankfully she had access to to God's things as well. But the gateway to social media is broad
and dangerous as well.
What she says, actually, I think if it's not the biggest kind of route on social media when it's come to men, to women and men too, is go to witchcraft, find something, put in the food, put in the pillow, so that he cannot move.
Wow.
You understand? Those kind of deep, dark things. Then you see men becoming zombie, just sitting there. Make him to just sit there.
Wow.
Because he doesn't go to anybody.
Wow. That's crazy. So social media, the threat is that you can get advice from anybody, any local witch doctor. Right?
The witch doctor, they're actually in now.
They're there, right? They upgraded their service, right?
Yeah, they don't hide.
No, they're in.
All businesses are there. Marketing 101. That's how we roll. All right, guys. So we got Chanel McKenzie. I think it's gonna be the last one, guys. It's heating up now. Let's hear it.
Good morning, breakfast family. How are you all doing? I hope you're having a good week. So, to the morning coffee question, in regards to social media, I would say I've never taken any advice from social media, because before I came to the church, I didn't have social media. I had it during the times when I was in church. And because I was getting my inspirations from love therapy and everything else, so I ended up ignoring all the other stuff in social media. But I would say that the worst piece of advice that I've received in my lifetime was, in order for you to get to know the person better, you have to live with them for at least 5 years before you marry them. This is something that I've never done, but I have witnessed people do this and it never works out.
Everyone's face.
The person first, instead of getting married first and live with the person. So because I've seen it happen to several people and it never worked out, so for me that's definitely a worse advice to give someone. Just do the right thing and get to know the person and then get married and live with the person. So yeah, that's the worst advice I ever came across in my life. So I hope this helps. Anyway, take care. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Yeah.
Wow. So live with a person for 5 years and then decide.
Yeah, that is...
what was year 1 about? What was year 2 about? What was year 3? What, 5 years?
What will happen to the kids?
Yeah. Right. Because you're planning... This is the trial period. 12, 24, 48, 52 months of your life to trial someone.
Friend, 5 years, you have 2 kids.
Yeah.
Sometimes people do it for longer. I don't know how they do it, but
it's tough.
That's a common one.
But we're laughing.
It's not a very good
one. We're humouring and we're
surprised,
surprised, but people are going through different challenges, right? People are going, especially when it comes to love life, people are going through stuff and we don't have good sources of information to guide us. Maybe we have friends who are all single and they're trying to tell us how to direct our love life. And if you ask each one why they're single, it's usually things that maybe they're triggered, they got trauma, and they spill that on this person who has a chance to start something new. So, having a good source of information, especially for love life, is very, very important.
The problem is, in our days now, as we speak, the good information is there. The love talk is calling every day.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the thing that lasts, the thing for God, they don't attract, because they are not spoken on the pub. They are not spoken on a rave thing.
It's true.
So and people take what they get there on their social path to be true, but there is actually things that are lasting. The love therapy is a lasting route which they're supposed to take.
That's it. Love it. So we should be taking the route, but sometimes we're not using it. So look, we got Love Talk tonight at 8 p.m. here in the Rainbow Theatre, so that we can learn to love intelligently, brain over heart every time, especially in love life. This phrase is not popular in the mainstream, in TV or in Hollywood, right? But this is the concept that's been successful in love therapy. Yeah, Will.
I wanted to build on what Ignatius said just lastly there. I also feel like a lot of times in this generation, social media advice it's packaged in a way that's quite attractive, which is why a lot of people keep coming back to it. So some people will take advice, it fails, and they think, and now I need to find new advice. Let me go back to social media and find somebody else to give me advice. And then they don't quite realize that actually it's not just the advice you're finding there, it's where you're looking for the advice as well. And then and obviously this isn't breaking news to anyone, but in our faith, the kind of things that we use to hold ourselves accountable are difficult. And it's difficult for good reason. It's not supposed to be easy. But because it's difficult, it's not that attractive to that many people. Which means they're like, I'd rather try what I saw on social media first, and maybe if all these different 10 times don't work, then I'll try your way from the Bible. And that's honestly that's how a lot of people's attitude actually is. And we know we've seen how many testimonies, people that actually really did decide 100% of the time, I'm going to follow it the way that Jesus wants for me. Obviously they faced difficult times, but they got out of those difficult times because of what they were learning from the Bible.
And the thing about it is that sometimes people want things now, right?
That's the point I wanted to make.
Yeah, he was going to say.
People lost the patience of waiting and doing things the longer to get the everlasting result. Everywhere in the world, if you tell the person, no, this will take you 6 months, but someone said this is actually take you a week,
they'll go for the quicker option. And the thing about love life, you can't play like that, right? Because human beings are so unpredictable, right? Human beings' feelings, upbringing, childhood, there's all these factors at play, and you go for a quick fix and you can literally waste your life, right? Because the moment you have someone there, they've occupied a very unique place in a human being's life. It's supposed to be a place that can't be fulfilled easily, right? It can't be, someone can't come in there easily, right? But guess what? People waste their time with this person, and they can get hurt.
They waste time. Sorry to cut you. They waste time with the wrong person. And one thing that I didn't know, once you have somebody occupying that God-given place and position, they come with their own spirit.
That's right.
So you have to deal with this to clean up their spirit, their everything. For 5 years, they stay with you as the advice, saying it will be 10 years before you clean up everything, and you wasted
time. So the shortcut route, you end up being in the wilderness 40 years before you reach the promised land. If you know, you know. Okay, guys, I really hope you enjoyed that show and you actually captured that breakfast show vim. We laugh, we joke, we learn, and we equip ourselves for day-to-day life. If you want to see more, guess what? We're actually live with a live chat and a live video feed Monday to Fridays on libertyradio.co.uk from 8 a.m. in the morning. So don't miss a breakfast show beat. Like and subscribe if you haven't, and definitely connect online. And I'd like to see you there on the show. Type your name in, communicate on the morning. If you didn't already, we're also on Instagram. Check us out on Official Liberty Radio on Instagram. There's so much happening on that platform. Definitely go check it out. And I'd love to see you there. All right, have a good one.